Have you ever dreamed of writing a romance novel that women will love? The allure of romance novels is universal, touching hearts far and wide. They offer an escape from the mundane, taking readers on an emotional roller coaster that ends with a satisfying sigh. These tales of love and passion ignite dreams, fueling the imagination with every enchanting page. Romance novels are more than just stories. They are journeys of the heart, brimming with hope, desire, and the promise of happily ever afters. So, are you ready to create your own romantic journey on paper? Every story starts with its characters. That's an undeniable truth. In the realm of romance novels, characters are the lifeblood, the beating heart that pumps emotion, excitement, and anticipation into every page. So how do you create characters that are not just figures on a page, but vibrant, living beings that readers can connect with? First, let's talk about relatability. You want your characters to feel real, right? To achieve that, they need to be complex, just like real people. They should have strengths and weaknesses, dreams and fears, triumphs and failures. They need to be more than just the handsome hero or the beautiful heroine. They need depth. They need layers. Think about what makes a person unique and weave that into your characters. Creating a character profile is a great way to start. It's like an identity card for your character, outlining their background, personality traits, and goals. Their background, for instance, shapes who they are. It could be a tragic past, a privileged upbringing, or a life full of adventures. This backstory will influence their actions, their reactions, and their decisions throughout the story. Next, consider their personality traits. Are they shy or outgoing? Are they serious or do they have a wicked sense of humor? These traits will dictate how they interact with others and how they handle the situations you throw at them. Lastly, outline their goals. What does your character want more than anything? It could be love, success, revenge, or redemption. Their goal is their driving force. It's what propels them forward and gives them a reason to fight, to struggle, to grow. Building your characters is a process, a journey of discovery. It's about peeling back the layers and revealing the heart and soul underneath. It's about creating characters who are as real, as flawed, and as beautiful as we are. Remember, your characters are the heart of your romance novel. Now that we have our characters, it's time to create the love story. The love story is the heart, the soul, the very essence of any romance novel. It's the magnetic force that draws readers in, keeps them flipping pages, and leaves them sighing dreamily long after the book is closed. It's the magic that transforms black and white words into a vibrant, living world where love conquers all. Creating a compelling, believable love story requires three crucial elements: the initial attraction, the conflict, and the resolution. Let's delve into each one. The initial attraction is the spark that lights the fire. It's the moment when your characters meet and feel that inexplicable pull towards each other. It's the fluttering of hearts, the stolen glances, the electric touch. This attraction must be believable. It must be palpable. Readers should feel the chemistry between your characters. They should root for them. They should yearn for them to be together. Next comes the conflict. A love story without conflict is like a song without a melody, flat and uninspiring. Conflict adds depth to your love story. It challenges your characters. It tests their love. This could be internal conflict, such as fear of commitment or past heartbreak, or external conflict, such as disapproving parents or societal norms. The conflict should be significant enough to create tension, but not so insurmountable that it discourages the readers. Finally, we have the resolution. This is where your characters overcome their conflict, where they realize that their love is worth fighting for. It's the grand declaration, the passionate kiss, the happily ever after. The resolution should be satisfying. It should wrap up the love story neatly, leaving readers with a sense of closure and contentment. Remember, your love story should be unique, it should be genuine, it should be heartfelt. It should make readers laugh, cry, and most importantly, it should make them believe in love. Your love story is the backbone of your romance novel. Now, let's talk about the world where your love story takes place. The setting of a romance novel is far more than just a backdrop. It's an essential character that breathes life into your story and shapes the experiences of your characters. It can be as intimate as a cozy bookstore, or as grand as a bustling city. Creating a vivid, engaging setting involves more than just painting a pretty picture. You need to weave the setting into the narrative, making it an essential part of the character's journey. Think about how the setting influences the character's emotions, actions, and decisions. Consider all the senses when describing your setting. What do your characters see, hear, smell, taste, and touch? This approach will create a more immersive experience for your readers. Remember, the setting should enhance the love story, not overshadow it. With careful attention to detail, your setting can become a living, breathing part of your romance novel. A well-crafted setting immerses readers in your love story. With our characters, love story, and setting in place, it's time to write the first draft. And here's the thing about the first draft. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it won't be perfect, and that's perfectly okay. The first draft is about getting your ideas out of your head and onto the page. It's about exploring the characters, the plot, the setting in the rawest form. Think of it as a lump of clay from which you will gradually shape your final masterpiece. Now, how do we approach writing this first draft? One of the most effective strategies is to set a writing schedule. Consistency is key here. Whether it's an hour a day or 3 hours every Sunday afternoon, find a rhythm that works for you and stick to it. This regularity not only builds discipline, but also keeps the creative juices flowing. But what if you're stuck? What if the infamous writer's block rears its ugly head? Well, don't panic. Everyone, even the most seasoned writers, experience this at some point. The trick is not to let it paralyze you. Try stepping away from your work for a while. Engage in a different activity that you enjoy. Often, our best ideas come when we're not actively thinking about them. Another method is to skip the part that's giving you trouble and move on to a different scene or chapter. Remember, drafts don't have to be written in chronological order. You can always go back and fill in the gaps later. One more technique is to write without editing. Resist the temptation to perfect every sentence or paragraph as you go along. That's what revisions are for. Right now, your focus should be on getting the story out, no matter how messy or disjointed it may seem at first. Writing the first draft can be daunting, but it's also exhilarating. It's the moment when your story starts to come alive, when your characters begin to speak, and your world takes shape. It's a journey of discovery, of trial and error, of creativity in its purest form. Remember, the first draft is just the beginning. Once you have your first draft, it's time to revise and edit. You've poured your heart and soul onto these pages, and now it's time to fine-tune your masterpiece. Revising and editing are the unsung heroes of writing a romance novel. They may not be as glamorous as drafting the initial love story, but they are just as vital. Let's start with revising. This is where you'll look at your content. Are your characters consistent? Does the love story arc in a satisfying and believable way? Are there any scenes that feel out of place or unnecessary? Revising is all about making sure your story is as tight, engaging, and impactful as possible. It's not just about cutting, though. It's also about adding and enriching. Maybe there's a subplot that could use more development or a character who needs more depth. This is your chance to make those changes. Now let's move on to editing. This is where you'll dive into the nitty-gritty of grammar, punctuation, and style. Are there any run-on sentences that need breaking up? Any overused words that could be replaced with more vibrant synonyms? Any awkward phrasing that could be smoothed out? Editing is where you refine your words and polish your prose until it sparkles. But remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are plenty of resources available for self-editing. Grammar guides, style manuals, even software that can help you spot common errors. Don't be afraid to use them. They're there to help you make your novel the best it can be. And don't overlook the power of a fresh pair of eyes. Professional editors can offer invaluable feedback and catch errors you might have missed. They can help you elevate your writing to a whole new level. It's an investment, yes, but one that can pay off in a big way. With careful revision and editing, your romance novel will shine. It'll be a testament to all your hard work and passion. And most importantly, it'll be a story your readers will fall in love with, over and over again. Writing a romance novel is a journey filled with passion, creativity, and hard work. We've embarked on a voyage, constructing memorable characters, weaving an enticing love story, and setting a vivid scene. Remember, the first draft is just the beginning. Revisions and editing are key to polishing your creation. All these elements combined breathe life into your romance novel. So, are you ready to write a romance novel that women will love? The world is waiting for your love story.